Now this lesson is about filling in the top all around to do decorations, swirls like this. For this lesson we will need 3mm beads, 2mm beads, hexagon cut beads, 11 miyuki beads, 15 miyuki round beads. So this is an example that I already did, and in your case your string should come out when you finish your row of this diagonal decor. Your string should come out of top, the very top demi-round bead. To do that, since your decor will finish here, so your string will come out of tila on the right. It should come out on the right, out of top hole of the tila bead. You will go up through the bugle bead and the miyuki round bead. So your needle goes up through 2 beads in this column, and then you will go left through the bottom demi-round. They're stacked here, one on top of each other, so you go through the bottom one. Your string will come out this way, and you will go to the right through the top demi-round bead. And this is where your string should be. Итак, когда сейчас мы будем делать декорации вокруг, и так как вы закончили ряд по диагонали вот этот вот декор, и у вас нить будет выходить из тилы, вот отсюда справа, с верхней дырки. Вам нужно провести иглу через вот эту колонну, где вот этот стеклярус и круглая мiyuki, выйти из этих бисерин, пойти налево через деми-раунд, которая внизу, и потом вернуться в правую сторону, выйти вот отсюда. Вот где у вас начальная позиция каждый раз. Так, что мы делаем? So you got out of here. Now you pass the needle down through the miyuki bead, or miyuki round bead in this diagonal portion of the beads. Diagonal set of beads. Go through the miyuki round. Pull tight. String 1, hexagon cut 15. Skip 1 and go down through the check Charlotte 15, 3mm bead and check Charlotte 15. Pull tight and do the same thing. String 1, 15 miyuki hex cut. Skip 1. Go down through the check Charlotte 15. Pull tight. Go through the top hole of the tila bead. Make sure your needle goes somewhere. where you can pull it out easily. Mine just does not want to listen. Oh, here we go. The next step we string 1 Miyuki round bead, 2 Charlotte 15, check Charlotte 15, and 1 buckle bead. 1 Miyuki round, 2 Charlotte 15, and 1 buckle bead. So pass the string, the needle, through this Miyuki round 11 that is sitting 1, 2, third one from the bottom, or first from the top of your peak. String 2 hexagon cut 15, pass the needle through, up through the very first demi round 11 bead on this set of beads, on the mini peak, as I call it. Pull gently tight, then go back down through the last added beads. Pull gently tight, go back through the 11 round, up through the set of beads that you just added here, which is buckle bead, 2 Charlotte beads, and 1 Miyuki round 15. Now pass the needle left through the top hole of the tila bead. Okay, it will help. And do the same here. String 1 15 Miyuki round, 2 Charlotte, and 1 buckle bead. We're going left through this Miyuki 11 bead. String 2 hexagon cut beads, 15, and go up through the demi round bead next to the rose motifs on the left side. Pull gently tight and go back through the beads you just added. gently tight. Go up through the bugle bead and the next Charlotte 15 bead. Pull gently. Here we're gonna add a 2mm bead. I have Swarovski crystal pearl. And we're gonna attach it to the other end. Pass the needle up through this Charlotte bead that is right next to the bugle bead. Pull gently and go back through the bead you just added. Pull tight, gently, and up through the Charlotte that is next to the bugle bead on this side. Find the hole. And now here we go up through the set of beads, 2 Charlotte beads and 1 15 round. Pull gently but tight. Get your thread. Now here we're going through the top hole of the tiller bead, catching the first bead close to the hole, which is 1 15 round Miyuki bead. And here we're gonna add 1 Charlotte, one 2mm bead, and I'm adding 1 Miyuki bead, round, 15mm. But you can actually go away with 1 Charlotte, 2mm bead, and another Charlotte, so you can have 2 Charlottes. It will also be enough for this distance here. If you have different material, make sure it fits into this distance, but it has to be surrounded by some sort of small beads. That way it sits better. What I'm saying is, if you have a bicon that you want to add here, for example, and it fits this whole area, it will not be a smart idea. It has to be small enough to have beads surrounded on both sides. It can be even a set of just seed beads. But in this case, I'm using this set. And here, I need to go through this very top. If you will look at this column, I need to go through the very top demi-round number 11 bead. That is very close, the closest one to the rondelle bead. pass the needle through. Gently pull. And go back through the added beads. Miyuki 15, 2 millimeters, 1 Charlotte, and back through the Miyuki that is next to the hole of the tila, and go through to the left through the tila bead. Pull tight. Now here, catch and go through the 15 Miyuki bead that is next to the left side of the quarter tila, and we add the same set of beads. In my case it's 1 Charlotte, 2 millimeter bead, and 1 15 Miyuki round. I'm adding this color for my composition, and we're attaching it to this very top demi-round bead number 11. On the left. Now we're going back through the beads we just added, all 3 of them. Here, next steps, we have to add a set of beads on top of here. So you have 1, 2, 3 beads going this way, and on this side also 1, 2, 3 beads going this way. And the first one is 15 Miyuki around, then 2 Charlottes that attach to the buckle bead, and the same on this side. So we need to attach our next set of beads to the very middle one, the middle Charlotte bead on both sides. This is what we do. We came out of the Charlotte, then we go through the 15 Miyuki round and tila, and the next 15 Miyuki round. Help the needle to pass somehow. The hardest part, I think, is getting the needle passing the way you want it. Here we go. Now we're going down through this Charlotte 15. Try to catch the hole. Here we are. And here we add 1 hex cut 15, 1 3 millimeter bead, and one hex cut 15 again. This is what we need to attach. And we need to attach it to the middle charlotte bead. This one. Number 15 needle should go just fine through all of these beads. Pull gently but tight. Go back up through the hexagon. Hex cut 15 and back through the 3mm bead. Pull gently and down through the added hex cut 15. Now here we came out of this middle charlotte. Where is it? Here it is. From the right end. Now we have to go back through the opposite end. Go up through the 15 hex cut. Back through the round 3mm bead. And here we add 5 hex cut 15 Miyuki beads. Here we added 1. So we're catching and we're going up through the one we added, or the one closest to this side. So you go through this bead, hex cut, then you have Miyuki round here that is attached to demi round on both sides, both demi rounds. You go up or to the right through the Miyuki round. And the top demi round. Move your beads so they let you in. The top demi round. Pull gently and turn your work for convenience, and then go to the opposite way through the bottom demi round. Pull gently. Here string 2, hex cut delica bead, hex cut Miyuki, and then here you go to the first, the set of beads you just added, you go through the first one. Pull gently but tight. String 3 hexagon cut, skip 3 or skipping and going through the hex cut bead the closest to the 3 millimeter and go through the 3 millimeter bead and the hex cut next to it. Gently but tight, and string 1, 2, 3 hex cut, 15, and here the needle goes through the second one from the bottom, demi round, and this one is number 8. Okay, the best way is to do it like this way, from this angle. This is the easiest way to get the needle through. Then pull it out. And your thread comes out where we need it. And go back up through the just added 3 hex cut beads. Pull tight but gently, and then go back up through the hex cut bead next to the 3 millimeter bead, and go through the 3 millimeter bead as well. Here you need to be careful and gentle not to break your fragile beads. Just have to find the angle. Here it is. I went through hex cut, 3 millimeter bead, and hex cut again. Pull gently but tight. Then go up through the 3 hex cut beads on the bottom. Pull and go the opposite way through the top 3 beads. Pull gently and go back through the bottom ones. And here we go up through the hex cut beads, all 3 of them. The 2 that you added here and the one here. And the bottom demi round. Pull tight but gently. Here you have your swirl. String 1 11 round Miyuki. Oh, I lost it. Yes. Now our thread comes out of the left to the left from the bottom demi round. We have 11 round Miyuki on the string, and the needle goes left through the top demi round. Pull tight but gently. Go down through the bead you just added. Go left through the bottom demi round. This way you secure the 11 round bead in between, on top of the 2 demi round. And do this one more time to make sure it's nice and tight. Down through the round bead and left through the demi round, the bottom one. Now here we're finished with this side. We have to get to the next set and all around. Here we string 1 Miyuki round 15, 1 3mm Swarovski picot, in my case, but whichever bead can fit here will work, and 1 hex cut. And we pass the needle left through the top demi round in the next column, like this. And we string 1 15 Charlotte, check Charlotte, and go back through the same beads that you just added. The string comes out of the bottom demi round. Now we pass the needle through the top demi round to secure the position. And back through the bottom demi round. And back through the same beads we just added, and the top demi round of the next column. This is where our string comes out of, but the string actually has to come out the same demi round bead, but on the opposite side, going this way, if you remember. So this is what we do. We go right through the demi round on the bottom, Then we go down through the Miyuki, round 15, and the bugle bead. Now left through the top hole of the Tila bead, and up through the same 2 beads. Up, and left through the bottom semi-round. Oops. And to the right through the top semi-round. And this is where we're coming out. It's exactly where our string needs to be to continue our decoration on this side. So repeat the steps over and over until you reach your very first swirl. If your thread also was short and you have to cut it, add a new thread. I took about 1.5 meters of new thread, strung it to your on the needle, and to continue you have to work on this on the next column. So pass your needle up through the column of the 2 beads here, as we would. Leave a little tail, about 2 inches. Then pass your needle left through the bottom and demi-round bead. Long threads always cause trouble. Then pass the needle right through the top demi-round. Pull gently so your tail doesn't come out, and continue your work here as you would for this segment. And then cut the end of the string when you finish this segment. Так, добавляю новую нить. Я только что прошла через вот эти. Это 3-pound string fireline. 3 pound fireline. Провела иглу, как уже показала, вывела и продолжаю работу как обычно. И как закончу здесь, отрежу конец тут. Все, продолжайте вокруг. When you complete your decoration all around, it should look like this, and you are finished. To secure your thread should come out of the top demi-round, and you can just go back through the bottom demi-round and into this last added row of beads in diagonal, and go through it again, and you can go through a row of beads. A few beads should be enough to secure the thread and just cut it.